Welcome to this edition of Pro House Cleaning. This is the place where we showcase the craft of professional house cleaning and how it's changing the way we understand how to clean homes and how important a clean home is for health. Today, we have a very special guest. I've known Alonzo Adams for a long time. He is the president of Busy Bee Cleaning Company in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Besides Alonzo running his own company and having done so for many years, he's also the council chairman for the Association of Residential Cleaning Services International, a division of ISSA. Now, Alonzo has received a ton of awards for his leadership, his personal achievements, and his involvement in the community. His company, Busy Bee, has been awarded numerous awards from magazines in the local community he serves, Philadelphia Magazine and Mainline Magazine. And in fact, for Philadelphia Magazine, it was the first and only residential cleaning service ever to receive that honor 3 times. Alonzo also gives back. He served on the board of the Philadelphia chapter of Entrepreneur Organization. He was a mentor chair to a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs. He's a highly sought after speaker and consultant. He travels the country speaking and teaching business owners how to scale their business and increase their profits. That's what it's all about. Well, welcome to the show, Alonzo. Glad to have you on board. And, one of the things that we've seen change over the years is that house cleaning has become a profession, not just domestic work. And I'd like to sort of have you walk through some of maybe the moments that resonated with you over the years. Really important things, milestones, if you will, of how we got to where we are today.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, David, for having me. I definitely have watched this industry evolve. My first experience with house cleaning was when I was a small child. I come from South Carolina. That's where I was born at, South Carolina, and I was born in a small town called Union, South Carolina. And my grandmother, she used to get picked up in the car by rich people to go clean their houses. So that was my first experience about making some money cleaning houses. So my mother, later, she would do the same thing. She would actually go clean houses for rich people that were doctors, that were lawyers. And sometimes I would tag along with her, and I would make a little change by going and cleaning the garage, or I would actually take care of the patio and sweep it down and clean the furniture as well. So that was my experience with the residential cleaning. And I never thought that this industry would be more than just that house cleaning lady, until I actually went and I was working for a cleaning company that purchased a residential house cleaning company. It was a small company, but they were actually established as a business of doing this. So I was like, there's a business cleaning houses? And they were actually had a nice customer base, about 100 clients, which was very impressive to me. I was like, how do you get 100 clients that clean houses? So I thought that was phenomenal to have 100 clients. And so that business wasn't on a professional scale, I would say. And it needed a lot of work by systems, by processes, and understanding how to actually hire people and how to actually manage the residential client. So I watched him experiment with this business, and it failed. And I saw a lot of reasons why it failed. And I decided that if I was going to do it, I would make changes, and I would actually look at the things what they failed at and improve and capitalize on. So at that point, my girlfriend that I had at that point, we decided to start like a small business. We never expected this thing to take off and become something big, but it was something that when we got in that space, it wasn't like it was a lot of companies doing it. This was just a lot of individuals cleaning houses. So there was no real structure or any kind of a way how we would get our chemicals, where we would get them from, what type of equipment. You just got a bucket, you just got a vacuum, you got some rags, and you went out there and you cleaned, you know. But as we evolved into a business, then we had to learn more things about insurance, more things about finances, and more proper practices for hiring. So that was the evolution of the residential cleaning industry that I experienced.
Mm-hmm. I think we've all been there to that degree. Similar story for myself, and as you and I both know, hundreds of other people personally that had that same situation. Now, what you just described to me was somebody who had insight, somebody who understood what they were looking at, and you knew what changes you needed to make, and you went after that and took care of business. That is a similar situation that you and a lot of other people are in right now. How do we get back in the groove? How do we solve this problem of getting back into servicing our customers' homes and our accounts? Do you have a plan for your company, that any aspect of that you would want to share to maybe help some of the other folks that would be watching this?
Well, you know, the one thing is this, is that in this industry, everybody's looking for the secret sauce. What is the secret sauce? Can I come see your office? Can I see how you're doing things? You know what the secret sauce is? I'm gonna give you the secret sauce today. The secret sauce is people. That's the secret sauce, is people. Because the people component is what's gonna drive your business. And you have to get that right with who you're hiring. Because the people that you're hiring has to go out to clean these homes to make your customers happy. They're also a representation and a reflection of you as the owner and as the leader. So if you work on that people component, you're going to see the magic happen with that secret sauce right there, the people component.
I believe that wholeheartedly. And, you know, I've been to your office, met some of your employees, and what I appreciate about that relationship that you had, and certainly I know many others have nurtured this too, is that there's a respect there. There is a respect for the management. There's a respect for the people cleaning the homes. As one of our colleagues says, everything we do is about supporting the people cleaning the homes. That's what we're all about. We want to make sure they have a full book of business. We want to make sure they have the right tools. We want to make sure that the customers don't, harass them in any way. We want to make them productive and feel like they have a place to be. And certainly when I saw your people, man, they treated you with that kind of respect, and you did with them as well. And that is a key to being successful in this business, is recognizing and respecting everybody's role in the industry and in the business.
That's one of our core values, and it's great that you mentioned that with respect, because respect, again, it's just not given, but it's earned. And the respect that we teach here is that we're going to respect each other. And then based off of that respecting each other, then you respect the homes that you go in, and you respect the client as well. So it filters down as well with that respect. So that's key. And the one thing is being a leader that people will respect as well.
So a lot of people know me in this industry as sort of the science guy, especially as it relates to residential cleaning. But I think that with this recent virus, people are coming to realize that, there's a value to knowing something about science. It's not just domestic work. It's not just, it doesn't really matter what you clean with or how you clean it, just as long as it looks good, right?
That's right.
The Clean Industry Research Institute, which I'm part of, one of their taglines is "Only science can see." So with that said, how do you see service being different going forward post-COVID-19 compared to the way we used to do things with rags and some cleaning solution?
Well, it's so funny that everybody's jumping on all these different webinars and looking for certifications now on how to clean.
Right.
And you're looking and you're like, you decide to get in the cleaning business for what reason? So that's the whole thing, is being intentional about what you're doing. So when I got in the cleaning industry, it was to learn how to clean. And if I learned how to clean, then I would get the green. Because the one thing is this, is that if you're just going to jump into something with some marketing strategies, some sales strategies, and you really don't know the true art form of cleaning, and this happens, like this epidemic happens, then you're clueless. And now you're scrambling. And now you're trying to figure this all out. So then you put the cart before the horse. In our case, we didn't do that. And when I look at some of these certification programs, some of the education that's available now for how to combat the virus, I'm like, that's pretty basic in my book. And the reason why it's pretty basic is because when I got into the cleaning industry, I was 13 years old. I was 13 years old when I got into commercial cleaning with one of the biggest companies in the janitorial business on the East Coast. And we learned how to clean. We learned how to actually go in and do things in a proper fashion, a proper manner, in a proper way. But guess what? That all went out the window. We're all about, let's do it fast, let's do it quick, and we're looking for a buck. And now we're coming back, and in order to get the buck, now we got to get the training and the education.
Sort of backwards, isn't it? So, you know, what I appreciate about what you said, for everybody on this call today, I've been to Alonzo's office. It's not only clean there, but it's organized. There's a place for everything. It's functional. He's able to be productive because he has systems and processes. Not only does he have it for himself, but he has it for everyone else. And he doesn't have to insist on it or be a taskmaster. They appreciate the value of what their whole company teaches and their core values of being able to have a different quality of life because of the systems and processes that they all practice together as a team. So when you think about your leadership in your company, you also wear a different hat, Alonzo. You are the chair, and you were previously the president of the Association of Residential Clean Services International. You and I and a team of other folks really put together the whole vision of what ARCSI should be and where it should take the industry. What do you see coming up now to help people with not only this health storm, but it's an economic storm that's unprecedented, anything we've ever seen in our lifetime? What is ARCSI doing to maybe help with some members that are dealing with the fallout of all this?
One, I'm going to speak from my position first. My position is, one, as being the leader, I always look first about my why. Why am I a leader? Why am I in this position? And I understand my position as a leader. And my position as a leader is to serve. And I'm there in all fashions to serve the membership. And my job is to look for the best education we can find to educate our members, the best training programs, and to also listen to what they're struggling with, to listen to what they're dealing with, and to be there to actually help guide them and also to comfort them in this time. Because right now I'm getting a lot of calls from all over the country. And I shouldn't even say all over the country, all over the world, because again, we're international. And I'm hearing people that are afraid. People they're uncertain. They don't know which way to go. They're going to the right, they're going to the left. They're like a car that needs alignment. And what's going on is because people are saying, should I pivot? Should I get a fogger? Should I get a disinfectant machine? People are not really sure what to do.
It is scary. It's scary.
It's so scary. So it's our job to give them the best tools that we can and let them make the decision to which way they decide they want to go. And right now, I cannot say if it's a right or a wrong answer, because as we can see with the news on a daily basis or a weekly basis, it changes. You know, we're finding out new things every day. So one thing is we're there to encourage, we're there to help them, you know, stabilize their business and grow, but do it the right way. Do things in the right fashion and do it with the right intention. Don't do anything just to do it, but do it with the right intentions.
I hear you. And you know, one thing that I really appreciate about what you said is you're trying to listen. Because one of the reasons that we started ARCSI was there was nothing out there for residential cleaning folks. There was no place for them to go to get information. All the trade rags were about commercial cleaning. All the folks that sold the equipment or supplies professionally really focused on commercial cleaning. And we were lost. We were like stepchildren over in the corner. And so I really feel like ISSA has helped us have a place in the industry, and we've made a place for ourselves. And so as people listen to this broadcast, there's one place to go to plug into a network, because all these founding members, for the most part, we're still together. We still network with each other. People that you'll recognize, people like Debbie Sardone, Tom Stewart, Alonzo himself. We have stuck with this industry to make it something of value in the marketplace. And so I appreciate, Alonzo, you being a big part of that and taking the lead, especially the last couple of years with this transition to being part of ISSA. That said, what do you see 2-3 years out? You've got an excellent team that you've put together on the council. You've got some things going on now with ISSA providing education through global biorisk, and those people are awesome. So where do you see, you know, long term, 3-4 years out, where ARCSI might be or the industry?
Well, you know, this relationship that we have with ISSA is huge. It's huge because now we can leverage that relationship of being able to have, you know, professionals that are actually interacting with legislation in Washington. We have the connections that can really tell us about HR issues. You know, people were basically lost to where should we really go to find answers about being essential, non-essential. How do we, as a small group of ARCSI, which is just a small group, how do we actually have a voice? And so they helped us elevate our voice, and they gave us a bigger voice, and they put us on a bigger stage as well. I see that this thing has, it's unlimited. It really is. I mean, what we're setting up with some serious power players for the residential council, as well as looking at opportunities to educate with new training programs that's coming on, that's going to even be online. We're bringing in some of the smartest people, the brightest minds to help guide us, that we're consulting with, and it's going to be huge. We're going to be better, bigger, and more impactful than we have ever been because of the collective units of minds and people that really want to do something bigger than has ever been done in this industry. So I'm excited about it. I'm fired up about it. You know, I'm going to be a part of it. And, you know, David, you and I, we're talking about different things and ideas that we have. And we're really going to open up this thing full steam, full throttle. And we're going at it, you know, because right now it's unlimited potential, unlimited opportunities that we're going to take advantage of. And you better look out for ARCSI, because that little group that we had back years back it's on fire, man. It really is. It's on fire. It's really grown up, and we're grown-ups now. We were small pups. We're grown-ups now.
I understand exactly what you're talking about. And you know, when you have an organization like Cleaning for a Reason that sort of got born out of ARCSI, and every Walmart in the country has a pink mop for a year or so with the Clean for a Reason logo. That in itself was, I got to give it to Debbie Sardone for that accomplishment. What she's done with Clean for a Reason has been absolutely phenomenal. I remember when she talked to me for a couple of hours in a Starbucks in San Diego about her big idea. I thought it was absolutely grand, and she has pulled it off.
Yes, she has. Incredible work that she has done. And you know what? It's not dying. It just keeps getting better and stronger and just really expanding. So hats off to Debbie.
Well, before we close here today, I just want to emphasize a point you made. We're here. Alonzo's here. I'm here.
Sure.
There's a lot of other folks that are here to help listen to people's problems, to be encouraging in any way, to help you solve your problems. We can't solve every problem. You'll have to decide whether you buy a fogger on your own or not. But there's a lot of good information about whether you should or not that you can read and study about, and you can pick people's brains. We're professionals in this industry. We want to aspire to be even better, and that takes people. It takes people not just in our companies, but it takes people in the industry. And so I'd like to thank you for watching the first edition of Pro House Cleaning. It's where we talk about professionally cleaning homes so that they're safe, inviting places to be. Thank you.